In today's video, the myth that belly fat comes off last. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today we're going to talk about the myth that the belly fat on men comes off last. How to get rid of that, how to get a flat stomach, how to get the look where we don't have belly fat hanging off our bodies. I want to talk about the process of it, what it looks like for different people, and is it a myth that the belly fat comes off last? Today's question comes from my Instagram direct message. Actually, 2 questions, and I could probably scroll through and find this, I don't know, hundreds of times, right? I get it all the time. So I'm going to put them on the screen here, and if you'd like to send me a question, please do. But first, search my page. I have over 1,000 videos, so if you type in Paul Ravella in your question, there's a decent chance you might find the video, and if you don't, I'd love to hear about it, because that's what I love doing, is giving you guys answers. So the short answer is that yes, it is a fact that men lose their belly fat last, but I would actually say lower back, but it's kind of a connected area. The lower back kind of comes around to the lower abdomen. That's where that spare tire tends to be on men. And a lot of us notice, especially those of us that go through extreme fat loss transformations, that man, you can start to see, shape in your arms and your chest, even your face leans out, your legs, but there's still this spare tire area. And the reason is because it's genetically predetermined where body fat is stored. Our bodies are energy machines. Our bodies are survival machines. They're not concerned about aesthetics, okay? As much as we would love to have a six-pack all the time, it's very, very difficult, because once you start to get that lean, hunger, psychology, energy, all those things can suffer. There are some people that are lucky enough to be able to walk around very lean and eat a lot and maintain a lean body composition year-round, but that's just the human condition. There is a huge variation. But more than anything, our lifestyle is what is going to determine just how lean you're able to stay. So what does it look like getting that belly fat off? How does it come off? There's 2 analogies I like to use. One is the pool analogy. The other is the paper towel roll analogy. Now, the paper towel roll analogy is one I just got from Alberto Nunez. We were hanging out in the airport last November after a bodybuilding show, and I talked to him about this. And if you think of a paper towel roll as a circle around the roll itself, well, to get to that last couple sheets of paper, you have to unravel all the other paper first. Well, those last couple sheets of paper are the most stubborn areas of body fat. But if we don't think of the areas as stubborn, if we just think of them as energy stores, you have to unravel all the energy on your body to get to those places. Annoying, right? Yes, but I have a solution for you, okay? The pool analogy is very similar. Think of the water at the bottom of the pool as the fat that we are annoyed with and we want to get off. If you have a bucket and you think of your diet and your cardio and your lifestyle as a way to get water out of that pool, that's your bucket, well, you're not going to get to that bottom of the pool without first getting all that top layer off. And what we tend to focus on is the single journey, the linear journey, the 12 weeks, the 90 days, the 6 months. You've lost 50 pounds, 60 pounds, and now all of a sudden you're like, wow, no longer am I obese, but I'm still not happy. If you've spent a long time dieting, give yourself a break. That is going to be my biggest piece of advice for people that want to get that last bit of fat off. Diet down until it becomes such a chore to diet down. Then guess what? Maintain. Keep the same lifestyle pattern that you've kept. Keep planning your meals. Keep doing your cardio. Keep enjoying things, okay? It's very hard to get body fat off. It's not that hard to maintain it. You just got to avoid going back to the lifestyle that put you there. Don't eat like an asshole, okay? Don't treat yourself like a jerk. Treat yourself with pride. Treat yourself with someone that looks good, okay? We take pride in the way we look when we look good. So do that. Even though you might not be where you want to get to, spend as much time as you spent dieting just maintaining. Make that your new norm. Then you can go into another fat loss phase with kind of renewed vigor, a little bit more muscle. A lot of times we get into phases of fat loss where we focus so much on the fat loss, the lifting weights kind of isn't something we want to do. Now you can get into changing your body composition for the better. Lifting weights, recovering, maintaining the same body fat, putting on some muscle, and then going through the process again. So yes, getting the belly fat off it's going to be annoying. It's going to require you to dig through places you've never had to dig through before. Honestly, it's much easier if you never put it on. But that's not a reality for most of us. And I think something like 40%, 50% of Americans are currently obese. So there's going to be a lot of people going through this situation. And honestly, it's difficult. It's tough. But I say this to my clients. I say this to my athletes. I say this to anybody that listens. It's much harder to get the body fat off than it is to maintain it. Just like it's much harder to put muscle on than it is to maintain it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Short, sweet, to the point, back to work. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.